Am I sponsored by Lichess? No. If anything, the users who play on Lichess sponsor Lichess.
Simul, you should join.
Oh, really? Oh, do I like troll join the Simul? I would feel bad. I did that once to Esserman, because Esserman gave like a 100 board Simul. Just troll joining the Simul. I'll join. I'll see if he probably won't accept me. Is he streaming? Oh, he is streaming. Oh, that's nice. Wow, so I'm actually playing Benjamin Bach in a Simul. It's 10 plus 15, so he gave himself extra time, I think? Yeah, he gave himself extra time. Maybe, do I just play this game and then raid him after the game finishes? We'll see. So this will be a lot more chill. I haven't been on like the beginner side of a simul. What do you call the side that is not giving the simul? The recipient? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna have a Queen's Gambit declined. Oh, the challenger, yeah. The challenger rather than the simuler. Or the noob. Oh.
Where can I get your London course?
It should be here. Yeah, this one. Right? This one. This is the first course I ever made. Uh, yeah, it's on a site called ichess.net. And actually that link, not the greatest salesperson. Oh, thank you, Colin Roddy, with $5. Appreciate that. But that link should give you like the best price. Because if you just try and find it through the normal website, it's a bit more expensive. Oh, Spice Cup.
Will you play in the Spice Cup this month?
I saw that's taking place. I'm not playing, no. I have no plans of playing over the board chess anytime soon. Uh, what do I even play in this variation? I should have played some other opening. I should play the Budapest. I'll play my main line. I don't really know so much theory here though. Yeah, but Spice Cup is usually a tournament that attracts a lot of Grandmasters, a lot of Norm Hunters. I'm sure it's gonna be smaller this year. Uh, I think Hans is playing. Whoa, it's Nasir. Nikki, thanks for rating. Appreciate that. Shout out to Nasir. I think goes by Nikki though. I know has been streaming a lot more recently. People can check her out on Twitch. If you're just joining, I'm playing Benjamin Bach. I'm so Benjamin Bach is also streaming, and I'm playing in his simul. So he's playing with multiple people at once. He's playing 13 games at once. I'm just playing one game at once. But I'm simuling this game and the Twitch chat. So maybe it's kind of fair. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, shout out to Nasir. Also, I think we're all part of the St. Louis family, right? Because Benjamin Bach is also in St. Louis. Oh, this is actually a cool line. Because I know there's like a pawn sacrifice. I don't know any theory, but I have some big memories of the things getting cool. Yeah, St. Louis chess family. You deserve a VIP. There we go. I sometimes forget like how many strong players live in St. Louis. Because I don't see too many people too often. Um, but yeah, I think in a few weeks, sometime this month, a Spice Cup will happen. I think Hans is playing. So at some point I'll probably do some kind of IRL tennis stream with Hans. and maybe Ray and Chessweeb, some other chess tennis players too in the area. Queen c2. Okay, this is maybe already a new move for me. I mean, White's going for a pawn, but leaving the king in the center. It's a question if I want to make things really spicy. So I have bishop b4. I wonder if this is some kind of prep too. And bishop b4 looks logical. I'm curious what black or what white does against it. Because there's basically only a few options. There's knight d2, but then there's g2 hanging. I mean, I could even take probably queen takes and then take on g2. So maybe king f1 would be expected. And then white loses castling rights. I'd probably have to defend the pawn. But c7 is also hanging, so maybe I end up losing a pawn. Oh, queen a5 might be a better way of doing this. Yeah, with queen a5, there's no queen d2 or queen c3 because bishop b4. If knight d2, okay, there's increment, that's good. If knight d2, then the pawn's still hanging. And then there's g-file action. It's a close call. Let's play bishop b4. I'm trying to figure out the theory here. I'm sure this is like some kind of theoretical line. Oh, any big reason why St. Louis has specifically become such a chess city? I think, yeah, Nikki answered that question. Thank you, Rex. Yeah, it's we have the St. Louis Chess Club. It's been around for almost a decade. Over the years, has had a lot of super strong tournaments. Usually has U.S. championships, Sinkfield Cup, etc. Of course, these days everything's taking place online. But the chess club is organizing the online U.S. championships, U.S. women's championships, U.S. junior championships, and U.S. senior championships, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, for the past many years, I've gone to like take photos at these events in person. But this time around, I think I'll just watch online. Oh, is the sound okay? I'll trust Diamond Cutter. I added a noise gate, which maybe people can detect a small difference. But I think it sounds slightly better. Maybe there's no like so noticeable difference. But as long as it's perfect, that's what matters. Thank you, Volcan RB. I am thinking about upgrading microphones in the near future. Wow, King E2. Delayed Cloud. So King E2, there's some logic to it. It's not the expectation, but the idea is to excavate the rook from h1 and then play king f1 and basically fake castle. Of course, the drawback with this move, wow, it's a raid, it's another raid from the Wanderer. Wanderer is a Scrabble streamer. Thanks so much for raiding. A shout out to the Wanderer. Hope you had a good stream. If you're just joining, I actually kind of have to stay focused. Oh, Diamond Cutter beat me to it. So I'm playing a Grandmaster who's currently giving a Simul, and we're entering a slightly complicated position. But welcome everyone from the Wanderer stream. This is not quite Scrabble. This is chess. But maybe I'll play some Scrabble later. First things first. What to do? I have 2 pawns under attack. I can only save one of them. This pawn's probably more important. And there's this weird move to pin the bishop. Actually, bishop a6 looks really appealing. White could maybe just trade. If I play h6, there's queen takes c2, rook c8. I'm trapping the queen, maybe? And bishop takes c7, rook c8. So h6, there's probably rook c1. Well, I could live with that. And just bishop d6 there. I think I'll just play h6. And see what Benjamin is up to. Yeah, I feel like every time Wanderer raids, I'll have to at least play at least one Scrabble game. Maybe after this game. Because like this was going to be my last game anyways. So I have been playing a lot of Scrabble like off stream and trying to learn some words. Well, there's so many words out there. And my time is dwindling. That's the thing about Simuls is the Simul giver can choose to start with more time, which is completely fair. Oh, hello to Nick D. Or Nick D's. I'll treat the threes as E's. Also, Nick D's subbing with Prime. Thanks so much. Really appreciate that. Oh, so a Simul, maybe for those confused, anyone can start one, but basically you enable yourself to play multiple games at the same time. So we can see the other games here. So he's currently going across each position and playing moves. He's streaming too, Benjamin Bach on Twitch. I'll give another shout out. Benjamin Bach, Twitch. Wait, what's his actual Twitch username though? I don't want to be caught stream sniping, but I just want to. Oh, his Twitch username is just Benjamin Bach. Okay. Yeah, I won't have his stream open. I just had to get his username. Oh, I should have my game open. It's still his move. I can also see like who the other players are. I guess maybe I'm the strongest competition for him. There's a couple other players above 2000. Oh, it's in rating order. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so these are the top row is like the strongest players. Oh, he's at my board. So he's probably deliberating what to do. Hiya Kema. Thanks for subbing at tier 1. A3. Yeah, A3 is a very respectable move. I actually don't know. Is it so respectable? Because I thought my plan was anyway bishop d6 and trade. So I would like to think this move helps me just accomplish my plan. And why not? I mean, eventually White's gonna like fix the king issue, and it's gonna be a fight. I still have to develop the pieces too. Knight d7, maybe someday c5 if we don't trade like this. Yeah, White can build up a center, but then has to be aware of the bishop. The queen has some squares to go to. A pawn midget army. Not sure what that refers to. Pawns are generally short though. Oh hey, it's Shocker. The first time catching in Eric Rosen stream. Welcome to Twitch. Good to see you. Every stream I do, there's always new people joining. Always nice when they say hi in the chat. Welcome. Yeah, this is different than normal. I'm not used to having like so much downtime during a game. uh, but it's chill. Oh, he's back. Yeah, anytime the green dot appears, Benjamin Bach returns. E4. Oh, E4 is probably very wise. Because E5 is going to come with more tempo. Uh-oh. Oh, I have a really cool move, or cool idea. We'll start with Queen H5. And the idea... Okay, first of all, the bishops are having a staring contest. Assuming E5 is played, it looks like I'm getting smashed, because the only safe square is this, and then I run into this, and I have both bishops attacked. Of course, I can consider a line where I take on F3. But even cooler is after E5, I don't move the bishop. I don't even move the other bishop. I play knight C6, which does two things. It blocks the queen, but more importantly, it threatens the fork, the godly fork of goodness. And then the bishop can't be taken. It's important the queen is pinning this knight on F3. So this line's still probably playable. Like, we might see E5, knight C6, king F1, and I might still be much worse. But at least I have a cool move. Wait, what do I do after king F1? That could be problematic. I could play G5 and just go insane. Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this. There's also this, this is the type of position I want to look for counterattacks. This is kind of interesting. But it just gives white a move to defend. Oh, it's getting sharp. Okay, let's calculate. So knight c6, king f1, any resources? I'm not seeing anything so promising. I mean, I want to make this sort of stuff work. But not seeing like a great execution. If I take immediately, I then can't play knight c6 or queen g4. So that's probably out of the question, unless I want to go for this line, but then takes, and I'm just getting crushed. I think. Okay, so knight c6, king f1, what's the worst case scenario? Have to move the bishop, and then bishop e4. Oh, bishop e4, I have this move. So maybe I'm holding on? My time. I don't want to get too low on time. I mean, I can play this and then decide whether to play this or maybe this. Both moves may be playable there. Let's play knight c6. Okay. I'm in trouble here. I might lose. That would be kind of unfortunate if I'm the challenger of a Simul and lose, but then all credit goes to Benjamin Bach. Have you ever played a Simul? I've given Simuls. I've given Simuls online. I've given some Simuls in person. It's been a while though. I didn't want to take the knight first because the bishop is arguably more powerful than the knight. I'm trying to follow this thread about donations and what is the question? I don't see the original question. But yeah, there, like with Twitch, there's basically three different revenue streams for the streamer, between bits, sub, actually maybe four. Yeah, there's probably four between bits, subs, ads, and just donations, which is usually like just a third party, um, like Streamlabs. Yeah, I think the like for donations through Streamlabs, there's less of a fee. Like there's just kind of the normal credit card fee. With bits, Twitch does take a slightly larger percentage, but then there's more, I guess there's more like interaction and there's a bit leaderboard. So there's pros and cons to each. And with ads, I haven't really been running ads lately. I was experimenting. Um, it's funny, I've done polls in the past where I ask people if I should run an ad, and usually it's an overwhelming yes. McNubbits says, hit me with an ad. So if you're a sub, you don't get an ad if I choose to run an ad. But if you're not a sub, then you'll get hit with an ad. uh oh, Bishop E3. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That's a good move though, because it defends and it gives me less counterplay. I'm thinking of doing something insane, just taking the pawn and sacking a bishop and then taking. And then I'm hitting the knight 3 times, the knight would be pinned. I would imagine bishop e4 is a critical line, and I have bishop a6 check. Preventing king f1, this would be necessary. And then the rook's attacked in the end, but I could maybe sack it. And play f5, and if takes, I have knight d3. A crazy variation. Like king d2, the king's running, I'm down a rook. One more time, takes, takes, takes. Bishop e4, bishop a6, king e. Oh, there's also king d1. Okay, either move, I play this move. So king d1 is not likely because rook d8 comes with check, and I have knight d3 as a follow-up. So let's imagine takes, 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 bishop e4, bishop a6, king e1. I still go for this. Oh, thanks for the 10 bits. And then I guess there's rook here. I have this move. Getting a bit sharp.
I can't wait to see his reaction if you play the sax.
Ha ha ha. I mean, I'm kind of obligated to, because if I do this, there's this move. Oh, but then I have this move. Gonna have to start moving more quickly too. Thanks for subbing, people. I'm just nervous about this line with rook d1. One more time. Here, here, here. Rook d8, rook d1. Oh, then I have f5. Yeah, f5 because the bishop's stuck. Okay, I think there's enough play. Let's do it. Again, you can watch his stream if you want to see his reaction. Oh wow, so many people subbing.
Good work, and maybe visit and like my stream and YouTube channel.
Oh, I'll have to check you out. Oh, there is a thing I was gonna promote. If you're a Twitch affiliate, whisper me. Because there might be some opportunity that I can offer. But thanks for subbing, Anglo-Saxon. Still don't know how to pronounce that name. Appreciate the sub though. Also, thank you to Samax1, subbing with Prime, and Ice Ice 33, subbing for 2 months. Do I play? Oh, I didn't hit anyone with an ad. I could hit people with an ad. I would feel bad. But that would incentivize people to check out Benjamin's stream. So maybe that's a good thing. It's also a way to just, if you sit through it, you support the content. So, okay, 30-second ad break just to kill some time. I'll keep answering questions though.
Hit me with that ad.
Oh, I just did. I just did. Can people... Oh, I could maybe show it. So this is what my dashboard looks like. So it shows the remaining time. So all the, I guess all the non-subs of 10 more seconds. Anyway. There you go. Have you ever thought about taking your stream to YouTube? YouTube has much larger viewership, etc. So I'm sure you know this already, but I put a lot of the, I guess, VOD content on YouTube from Twitch. I've explained this in the past, but oh, that's funny. He played a move and I pre-moved, but he left the game, so I'm gaining more time, which is nice. But yeah, as a Twitch partner, I have an agreement where I can't live stream on other platforms. Which for now it's okay with me. I mean, it would be cool to experiment with a YouTube live stream, but I mean, Twitch is more built for live streaming anyway, and it's nice to keep things organized. So let's play Bishop A6. I mean, there's really no other move to consider, so I can't afford trading. That's a cool position. It's kind of a weird sort of gambit type thing. Also, thank you, XPG, subbing for 8 months. Oh, I forgot the knight's unpinned. Oh. I mean, I can't really do much about it because my rook's attacked. If I take... So if I take, then the bishop forks my queen and rook. So let's play rook d8. My hope is that the other games are giving him problems, which maybe they are. Oh, he's playing 9, so he already won 4 games. Man, what a beast. What a grandmaster. I'm out of tea too. I just took a mainly a sip of air. Hey, Finny got a Stafford today and sacked 3 pieces. Did you win? I assume you won. If it was a sack or 3 sacks, it probably indicates a win. If it was blundering 3 pieces, that indicates a loss. Yeah, I could simul like this. I had a bug a while ago, but I think it was fixed with like the page not refreshing. But I also like I try and be careful. The thing about simuls, they're enjoyable for the players who play them or who play in them, but they're not as enjoyable for just people watching because it can be hard to follow because the games keep switching. I'll consider it. I have to take the knight. So I'm threatening to do this and then this. Maybe like, yeah, a simul every month or something. Perhaps I can turn it into a thing. This is actually really interesting because the king has no moves. I could just play f5 here, threatening f4. Oh, there's bishop e2. The bishop e2 is maybe a saving resource. There's also queen c3, man. The queen c3. Okay, so there's a few things to think about in very little time. I think I'll start with f5. I mean, this is a fun game. After the opening, I'll admit that I thought it was going to be kind of a more dry, grinding positional game, but this is, I mean, this is kind of the dubious tactical gambit that I always dream of. I might just lose because I'm down material. And yeah, White wants to trade queens. So I was thinking queen b5 here. Creating the battery. Some idea rook d3. Let's do it. Going for the e2 square. Oh. I'll admit, I did not see that move coming. And that's a really strong move. Because if I trade queens, I'm just losing pretty much. It's a really good move. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to play quick and fight. But thankfully, rook d1, I can win the a pawn. And my bishop's still doing a good job. I mean, bishop e2 might come here. Bishop e2. I could take. So bishop e2, I'd take and play f4. And keep some initiative. And try and chase the bishop around. So I've given Simuls in the past, and sometimes the biggest challenge is dealing with these time scrambles. Because if he has several games where he's below a minute, it's hard to juggle all of them without blundering. But we'll see what happens. There is a 15-second increment. I have to take. I mean, I could consider this, which is interesting. That might actually be. If I play this, though, there's f3. Bishop b7, f3. I have f4. I just have to create as much chaos as possible. Bishop c1 there. I think I'll go for this. I was just looking at a line. f3 here. Bishop has maybe a couple options, but if we imagine bishop c1, I play e5. If queen takes e5, I get the files. So bishop c1, e5. If king f2, I play e4. And I'm just hoping that I have enough counterplay. It might just backfire because I'm also weakening my own king. But I have to try something. I really gotta play to the time advantage. There's another idea, rook f5. Just to lift somewhere. It probably doesn't do too much. Okay, it goes for bishop f2. That's also possible. The problem... Wait, the king's moved, right? Yeah, the king moved. So there's no castling. Curious if he'll remember that. I think I should just go for e5, like YOLO. So I'm sacking a pawn, but I would love for the e file to open. This is probably just a poisonous pawn. Oh, also, I would have queen d2. And again, if rook a1, I take the pawn. Rook d1. Okay, so he's preparing rook d1. Now is probably time for this move, which kind of accepts the rook trade. But what else to do? You could play queen f5 first. And queen f5 could be interesting, because e4 is guaranteed. I'm also preventing bishop d3. Let's do it. Time is precious and valuable. I'm trying to give him no easy decisions. Like e4 or rook d1's an easy decision. I guess it's still an easy decision. Okay. The YOLO philosophy continues. So if we trade, the e-file actually opens. That might be my one gateway to salvation. Ooh. I forgot he could take right away. So I was thinking if we trade rooks first, I had rook d7. Now it's not the case. I could play this and then e3. Wait. Let's get my move order straight. Take first. Oh, there's a crazy line. Bishop takes e3. I lose another bishop, and then this move, threatening mate in two different ways, because both bishops could hang after queen d2. That's probably what I go for. Might objectively be the best chance too. There's also king takes, but that's very counterintuitive. Yeah, so here, 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 and then here. And the queen's out of play, and queen d2 is really hard to stop. Oh, king takes, wow. Maybe he saw that and realized he's in trouble. I still have this move. If he takes, I mate in one. The pawn storm is kind of working, sort of. Bishop c4, I have bishop d5. And this is exactly what the dream was, to get this monster pawn. If king ever moves this way, I pin the queen to the king. Yeah, no mercy. I feel bad because he's giving a simul, but... Oh, wait, it's not over. Oh, no. Am I losing? Ah! Wait. Ah! It's so complicated. I could play bishop d5, miracle move. Because otherwise, king h8, I lose a bishop. if I lose a bishop, I'm down 2 bishops. I guess I could... Well, look at this move. If I play this and takes, I play king h8, the queen's pinned, and my queen moves backwards. Let's do that. It's so complicated. Everything's kind of hanging and aligned with each other. What is this position?
Go, Eric. You can do it.
Oh, that's me. I'll try. But I don't know what's going on. This bishop's still hanging too. I'm only down a bishop here, and my pawn is still so godly. If takes here, I mean, white's getting material for the queen, I think. He's also about to flag. Yeah, so king h8 now. So now the bishop removed itself, the queen's actually pinned. If I move here, I get pinned, so I have to move. Probably king h8. What a game. Oh, I'm going to be winning too. Because if takes, I take with check. Wow, what a miracle. And I win the bishop. I'll have queen... Oh, maybe it's not over though. Because he's going to try and build a fortress. Maybe I should start with this move. It is tricky how I proceed here. I mean, that's probably the simple move. I'll take the bishop, then my queen will still activate. White always has to be concerned about the pawn promoting. And I can get tempo against this bishop too. But this is kind of the small issue, is he's going to put the bishop here, and it's not so easy to crack the position. But white has to just wait. And what I might do, I might just check g5, walk the king to b7 to prepare a6, b5. That might be one winning idea. Or just walk my king. Let's start with check. Could try and walk my king up the board too. Yeah, there's probably a few winning ideas here. Could also just try and win on time. Let's check the other games, or at least his status. So he's won 6 so far. Wow. Play G5. This calls for some G5 emotes. Good job, Finny Finny. And Dex PG. Oh, is he about to flag on all the boards? Yeah, time is getting low. Oh, I forgot that was possible. I guess I can just play queen here. Idea maybe to put the queen on e1. That's a really difficult position with this pawn. This pawn used to be an e-pawn, but now it's an f-pawn. I was going to say soon to be an f-queen, but I'd probably just resign to focus on the other games. Whew, that was a cool game. I mean, when I played Rook C8, I said I was about to say I feel bad because he just kind of blundered, but I honestly didn't see this move coming. I was very fortunate to have this move. So that was a really cool game. I know it's slower paced than normal, and I mean, I was probably worse at some point. Like the position is, it's like, I guess it's my style of like just a dubious sacrifice. I kind of had to though, because otherwise I'd just get smushed, and then I had to get counterplay. And White really never found safety for the king.
Win bits. Nice resource using that b7 bishop.
Oh, thanks so much. And thanks Dan the Finest for the 100 bits. And Dex PG. Yeah, this bishop was a god. We can check the, at least the opening book. Because I had a feeling we were following some theory. Oh, I'm supposed to take with pawn? Huh. Maybe we strayed away from theory. Oh no, okay. As long as there's a Nakamura game. Because Naka plays this line, or has played this line religiously as black against Queen's Gambit. Oh, but c5 is a move here. I need to study more. Yeah. Yeah, at this point I would imagine, oh, computer approve. Yeah, approves of white. Really approves of white. But the turning point, I think, was around when I started playing like e4 and then later e3. Ah. Yeah, it's already kind of tricky here. So white can take on d8 and then take on c7. I was going to play rook d7 here. It's still a tricky position, as the king and rook are a bit misplaced. Anyway, I don't know if I'll put that on YouTube. Maybe I will. It's interesting content, like joining joining a Grandmaster Simul as an IM. That was a cool game. So anyway, shout out again to Benjamin Bach. It's cool that he's streaming a lot more, doing a lot more I guess interaction with people. So
Endgame genius.
mm.
I would have never thought about how to stay winning after the unexpected bishop move.
Oh yeah, it's important. Like lesson is whenever your opponent plays a move that's not expected, you just have to like deal with it. You can't go back in time. And thankfully, I considered my options. It was a cool idea. Like the queen, so the queen was pinned. It was unpinned, and then it was pinned again. And I basically provoked my opponent to pin itself.